Another game for the Toronto Raptors where, yes, they lose. And they now fall to 5-15 on the season. But an entertaining one at that. Some positive signs. And in a season where, let's be honest here, you do want a really good draft pick to get that one player. Because again, what has been the storyline so far this year? The inability for this team to score anything in the clutch or to get any big moments, right? You haven't seen that at all. And what do you really need to get that? A superstar. When the Raptors had Kawhi Leonard, who got the ball? Kawhi. What happened? Great things. And even in the regular season, and not against LeBron James, what happened with DeMar or Kyle got the ball? Good things happened. We're still waiting for someone to kind of take that reins, and maybe it's because there's nobody on this team that is capable of that yet. So, when you're 5-15 and you're the bottom of the conference, games like this where Scotty fires up a triple-double, RJ gives you another 25 points and shot really efficient today. He was awesome. Jakob Poeltl, before he fouled out, was just incredible. Ochai Agbaji gave you double figures again. I thought Jacoby Walter in the starting lineup, he did just fine. I thought Mogbo gave you great energy off the bench. Again, I saw some positive signs again. And in games like this, in a season like this, that's what you got to look for. In the wins, you can fully dissect them and enjoy watching them and just talk exciting stuff about a win. In losses, especially losses like this, right? If you're getting blown out by 30, it's very difficult to come on here and talk positive. But in a game like this, I can't say anything negative about the Toronto Raptors. Let's break it down, though. First quarter, very similar to that Pelicans game, where it's a rock fight. I mean, I think the turnovers were 8-0. Raptors had 8 turnovers to their nothing in the early parts of the game, but the problem is for the Heat, they shot 2 of 17 from 3 to start, and somehow the Raptors won that first quarter 21-20. Then in the second quarter, complete opposite. Nobody can miss. Raptors dropped a 40 bomb. Problem is, they allowed 38. And you're up by only 3 at halftime. And then it fell apart, right? And this is the problem with the Raptors offense and where this team's at. They can't sustain that kind of stuff. They lost the third quarter by 15, 38-23. And that three-point advantage is gone. You're now down double digits. They made it interesting in the fourth quarter at times. I think they brought it within 2 points, or maybe they took the lead briefly, something like that. But then it dwindled away quickly, and it was gone again. And you lose by 10. 121-111 to the Miami Heat down in Miami. And for the Toronto Raptors, like I mentioned, they fall to 5-15 on the season. And look, these are the numbers you got to look at. You shot 54% from the field, 38% from 3, 82% from the line. That's a solid night offensively. But defensively, and again, remember, they started the game 2 of 17 from 3 in the first quarter. That means in the remaining 3 frames, they knocked down 19 threes. They ended the game 21 for 54. 39%, which is a very good number, and considering how awful they started, Miami just got hot and you could not stop them from distance. You out-rebounded them like crazy, which was awesome, but again, I believe the turnovers battle, yeah, that's a big issue. 18-8. Obviously, the Raptors are the ones with 18, and they had 8 turnovers in this basketball game to the Miami Heat. That's how many the Raptors had in the first quarter. And you look at points off of turnovers, 27-14 in favor of Miami, right? And that's a big story of the basketball game, right? But it is what it is. Let's go to the player stats, because in a season like this, that's what matters. RJ Barrett, we've talked a lot recently about the efficiency dropping off on him a little bit, but today, very nice. 38 minutes played, 25 points, 6 boards, 7 assists, on 10 of 18 shooting, 3 of 4 from the line, was 2 of 4 from 3. Did have 6 of those turnovers and a few of those in the early goings of the game. But I thought overall he played a really good game, was very efficient. I liked what I saw. Didn't like the forcing of passes at times, but overall a solid game. Ochai Agbaji just doing his thing, right? 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from distance. Was actually a +2 on the floor in the 32 minutes he played. I thought Ochai again, I've just been very impressed with him this season. Going off of what we saw last year, when he was acquired at the trade deadline with Kelly Olynyk from Utah, and what we saw briefly with the Toronto Raptors, you're like, okay, and all this talk, right, when he came over was great defensively, but there's nothing there offensively right now. Well, he is averaging, going into play today, he's averaging 12 points a game, shooting 46% from three, and then those 3-point shooting numbers are going to go up. He's just been very good. Defensively, he's been solid as well. So just a really nice job from Ochai again today. Jakob Poeltl, 24 and 10. Shot 10 of 11 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line. 4 or 5 from the line from Jakob is very, very nice in 32 minutes, but obviously fouled out in this basketball game. He was great. He was awesome. Jacoby Walter played 25 minutes and obviously got the start today. 6 points, 3 rebounds, couple assists, 3 of 8 from the field, was 0 of 2 from distance, had a steal and a block. Was a minus 12. Again, he's a rookie. He's 20 years old. But you see some flashes. There was one play in the game where he hit Jakob on a cut, and it was a bullet pass right into the pocket. It led to an and one where Jakob even knocked down the free throw as well. So it's a really nice vision from Jacoby there. I like what I'm seeing. Again, it's a rookie getting a chance to start as a point guard. It tells you what they're feeling about Davion Mitchell. He came off the bench today, didn't really do a whole lot. But Scotty B, obviously the cornerstone of what this team is as of right now. 24, 10, and 10, the smallest triple-double when it comes to rebounds and assists, but who cares? It's triple-double. Shot 8 of 15 from the field, 5 of 6 from the line, 3 of 8 from distance. Didn't like a couple of his shots late in the game, and then just you forced up threes when they weren't there, or early shot clock threes. Didn't like those, but overall, a great game from Scotty. Had a steal and a block in the game as well. Was an even player. However, him and RJ, now, they had the ball the most, so that's where the turnovers are going to happen. But they had 11 combined. And that's something that if you got to clean that stuff up. Giving teams extra opportunities to get out in transition and beat the crap out of you, defensively when your team's not a really good defensive ball club. It's tough. It's tough. But like I mentioned, Jonathan Mogbo, I thought he was good. 15 minutes of work, 7 points, 3 rebounds, couple assists, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Had 2 offensive boards. Yes, he was a minus 8, but I just love the energy this kid plays with, man. I love the energy he plays with, and I'm very excited to see where he grows. Obviously, one of Scotty's close buddies, and you're seeing why he wanted him drafted. Like we've looked at now this draft class, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. The draft class for the Toronto Raptors has been outstanding to this point, right? What have you learned about Jacoby Walter? Oh, he's got tools. He's got some tools. He's very raw talent at 20 years old, but boy, there's some tools. He's got great vision on the court. Obviously, his shooting's got to continue to develop as it does for every rookie out there. But I like what I'm seeing early on. Jamison Battle, undrafted free agent, and yeah, he shot 1 of 5 today, but the threat of the three, and he's got much better defensively to start the season. He's part of that rotation right now as an undrafted free agent. I mean, my God, who knew where he was going to be in training camp, right? So shout out to him for that. Obviously, we just talked about Mogbo. Jamal Shed hasn't got a lot of run recently, but that guy's just a tenacious defender, and he's just got to continue to develop. I like what we're seeing from this draft class for the Toronto Raptors to this point. Obviously, still a long way to go, but in the early goings, it's nice to see. Now, the next game for the Toronto Raptors is against this same Miami Heat, but it's back in Toronto on Sunday, December 1st? Yeah, Sunday, December the 1st, 6 p.m. tip-off there. As the Raptors look to, give us another entertaining game. Just going to leave it at that, though. All right, so guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game overall today, because it was an entertaining basketball game, hit that like button, do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. All that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Leafs edition, tomorrow night. Hold up, are we back home? Where are we? Oh, I've just been checked out of hockey the last couple days. Hold on a minute. Leafs are in Tampa against the Lightning. Right, of course. 7 o'clock puck drop there on Hockey Night in Canada. And as for the Toronto Raptors, we talk about it. They're back in action starting off December. Back at home against the Miami Heat. 6 p.m. tip-off there at Scotiabank Arena. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And overall, the game today. Talk to you guys then.